Alright, so let's get started. I have noticed my skin very flaky, especially right now that it's winter time. So I'm going to use this product. It's called Silk and Revit. It's basically a microdermabrasion, and I've been using this for several weeks now, and I love how my skin looks. It just feels baby soft, and it removes all the nasty stuff and the flakiness that can make your makeup appear just not very attractive. So I'm just gonna do this, and then I'm gonna show you guys all the stuff it gets out of my skin, which is kind of gross, but I have to show you just so you guys get an idea of what it does. And yeah, so I'm just gonna do this for a few minutes, and I'm drinking coffee. I've had McDonald's coffee, and I don't know what they put in that stuff, but I'm so serious, you guys. It has me wired. So here is the end result of this product. It's absolutely gross, I know, but look at all the stuff it removed from my skin, and I just love it. After we're done with all that gross stuff, I just basically washed off my face and I applied my primer. Now I'm going to be applying my foundation. This one is MAC Fix Fluid Plus, and I have several foundations and I just keep going back to this one. It's just my absolute fave. I'm going to be blending this out with my Artiste brush Oval 10, and I will be layering it. So if you want more detailed steps, you can definitely check out my foundation videos. I have a couple of them I recently. Next is concealer, and I'm using Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer, which I absolutely love because it covers so much, yet it doesn't appear cakey on the skin, so I love that. I'm going to apply it using a brush because I have no idea where I left my beauty blenders. Like, they just walked away or something. I don't know where I put them. Then I'm going to set my foundation using my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores, which I love because it really does diminish the appearance of pores, probably because it's finely milled, which means it's just very, I don't know how to say it, but it's very soft and it's just amazing. And it also helps with me not having to retouch my makeup throughout the day, especially with the little one a few months old. It helps with time. Now for contouring, I'm using my Bobbi Brown eyeshadow in Wheat, and I'm just going to define this and just make it look amazing. So if you want a more detailed video, I do have a detailed contour and highlighting video if you want to go and check that out. Next is blush, and I'm using this Chanel Rose Gold blush or Rose Bronze blush, which I love, but I kind of have mixed feelings about it. Like, I love it, but I'm not sure about it kind of thing. I'm really in love with the Palladio Herbal Matte blushes. Those have to be my top right now. For my highlight, I'm using Inglot's highlight, which I absolutely love. I wish it was more of a pressed version, but this is loose. But I just love how much shine it gives. Like, look at that. It's like a disco ball. I love it. So now I'm just going to go back and buff everything out using my Benefit Hoola bronzer, which I absolutely love. I love everything about this product. It's just finely milled, so it just applies effortlessly, and I love the brush. I just love everything. I wish they made it in a more of a taupey color, so it appears more of a shadow and a contour shade. But when I go back and just buff this out, it just makes everything come together really nicely. Now I'm going to take this gel product by MAC, which I absolutely love because it doesn't dry out like my Anastasia did, and it just applies evenly every single time. So I do have a full tutorial on how I shade and shape my brows if you want to go and check that out. I'm going to cut this version a little shorter just because I don't want this video to be extremely long. But I basically just apply my gel, and then I apply a little bit of powder, and with those two, combined, I get a really long wear out of my brows. So I really love this method. Now it's time for eyes, and I'm going to be using my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm just going to take this time also to clean up my brows just a little bit, just so everything applies evenly. I've noticed that helps a lot when you just do it all together. And I just apply a very thin layer. For some reason, the Painterly Paint Pot's not working with me as good as it does in the summer, so maybe it has something to do with the winter. I'm not really sure. I'm going to start off by taking a fluffy brush that's similar to the MAC 224 and taking this third shade and applying it all over my lid, because I've noticed that with the Naked Basics palette, they sometimes apply a little clumpy, if that makes sense, or not evenly. So this will help with the blending process. Now I'll be taking Naked 2, and this is a MAC 217 brush, or any like medium fluffy brush would be great. And I'm going to apply this slightly past my natural crease, just so that it appears like I have more lid space than I do. And I'm going to take this all the way in and all the way out, just to really extend it and make my eye appear much longer and larger than it is. From the same palette, I'm taking the eyeshadow in color Faint, and I'm going to apply it to the outer half of my crease area and just focus on that outer V and just really define it. It'll make the eyes again have more definition and depth. Now with the small detailed fluffy brush, I'm going to take Faint and just connect all of these colors together to create a seamless transition and connect the colors together, and it just looks really nicely blended. Now using my MAC Fix Fluid line, I'm going to take this black color and just really define the outer corner just to make it appear darker. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to go back and blend it out and make sure that both eyes are even. Apply this to the lower half as well. From the same palette, take the black eyeshadow and just go over the black liner that we just applied and blend it out, creating somewhat of a cat eye. You can extend this as far as you want to make your eyes appear bigger and longer. For the highlight, I'm using Venus, and I'm going to also take this time to blend out any harsh lines or imperfections. Using a detailed brush, I'm taking the eyeshadow in Faint, and then I'm going to blend out right under my eyes just to connect everything and make everything appear well blended. Just connect the black eyeshadow with Faint and they'll connect nicely and blend out. For my lid color, I decided to go with WOS from the same palette, and I'm just going to apply it right on my lid and making sure that I don't go past that crease. I'm applying Venice right in the inner and lower 1/3 just to add a little bit of sparkle when the sun hits my eyes. I sprayed my brush with some Fix Plus, and I'm going to be applying some Makeup Forever glitter right on my lid. For my liner, I am using a black gel. This one's by MAC, and it does take me a little bit longer because I do have my eyelash extensions, so I have to be a little more careful because they get in the way. So I'm just going to take my time with this. Since I'm due for a lash fill in a couple of days, I'm just going to apply some strip lashes to really add the dramatic effect to my eyes. My all-time favorite mascara right now is by Benefit. It's called They're Real. I love this mascara, so I'm going to use this for my bottom lashes. It really adds that pop to them, and they get super dark and dramatic, which I love. For my hair, I'm using this Remington T-Studio Protect Straightener, which basically straightens your hair with vapor or steam, and it's been working out really, really good for me, you guys, because it makes my hair appear very shiny and silky. You just basically put a little bit of water in this and then put it back in, set your setting, which I set it to the highest, which is 450 degrees. I like that it heats up really fast, like in 30 seconds, and I know I'm not the best person to give you guys a review on this because my hair is very straight, but I do have to say it leaves my hair really silky, and right around the root area I get tangled a lot, and this helps with that. But based off of the reviews that I saw, it has really high rated reviews, which I was really impressed with, and I decided to give it a try. And as you all can see, my hair appears very shiny and silky, and I do have to say not every straightener does that for me. I've used a couple that have just made it feel stiff, maybe just because it was burnt. I'm not really sure, but I love how it looks. Now for my lips, I'm going to move on to this. And this is always the last part because I don't want my hair like to get in the way of my lipstick or anything like that. I'm going to go for Red Bull lips for this tutorial just because I'm feeling it. I don't know why, maybe it's just the holiday season that has me feeling red lips, but I'm going to go for it. I went for this very bright red lip, which I love because this is a matte lipstick by MAC and it lasts all day long. So it does take me a little while longer to apply these darker, bolder colors. I usually clean it up and then I add a little bit of powder just so that they stay on all day long and I don't have to keep touching up, which I don't. This lipstick will last me quite a few hours.
Drop it low, let me play that.